This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey everybody, Doug.
Greg.
And this is Mike.
And we are the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast, part of the Off the Tongue podcast network. And who else might be on the Off the Tongue podcast network, you might ask? Well, you got the Greener Grass podcast. We got Teach a Dummy, Skate Ohio, the original Copycats, and Pint Pals podcast. So make sure to check all them out and give us a listen as well. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. It is going to be a great show. We have got some hilarious stuff to talk about. It is going to be fun. April Fool's.
It's going to be the usual.
That joke is dedicated to my wife because she always you guys always say it's not going to be very good, and it's so that one is dedicated to my wife. I'm just messing with you. No, it is April Fool's Day and or April Fool's Week, I guess, depending on when you download.
When this comes out, it is April Fool's Day.
July. I don't know when you're listening to this.
In that case, it would not be April Fool's.
No, in that case, well, happy 4th of July. Be careful. Don't blow off your fingers.
Right.
How's everybody doing? We doing good?
Yeah. Doing good.
Yeah. Everything good?
Not a lot going on.
Right. Well, I think we're going to talk about, Mike's got some hot peep talk.
Hot peep.
I think right up front. And
he wasn't peeping, was he?
I don't know. We'll find out. And then I think got a couple of things about weddings and Walmart and old sayings and then some police news. So that's kind of where we're hopefully going. We'll see. We'll see what happens once we get going. Sometimes we get derailed.
Yeah. We're just letting the car cruise down the hill.
We're letting it fly. We're pulling back and just letting it fly. All right, Mike, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I can go ahead and
fire away.
So we've talked a lot about how cereal companies have monopolized just about every other industry,
right?
Besides cereal. Well, you know what? This year, I've noticed it more so than previous years, but I think Peeps are taking on the same business model.
Okay, unpopular opinion, and I know people. I hate Peeps. I think they're the worst candy. They got to be the worst Easter candy, right? Is there a worse Easter candy than Peeps?
There's got to be. And by the way, I talked to them. They don't like you either.
Well, good. Good. I love it. The feeling's mutual. Now, some people say black jelly beans, maybe.
See, I don't like black jelly beans.
My dad loved them. I'm not a huge fan. I can eat a few more out of nostalgia because my dad had them. So I'm like, no, I'll eat a few. I still think I'd rather eat black jelly beans over Peeps. I just do not like Peeps.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't dislike them as much as Doug, but I can eat them. But
I said, if someone puts one in my hand, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
Nah, see, if somebody put one in my hand, I'd just put it back down or throw it away. I would not eat it. I'm just not a fan. But
yeah,
well, I'm trying to think if there's a worse candy. Now, as a kid, I probably would have eaten, but I didn't even get them because my mom knew I didn't like them. My brother loved them. My dad liked them. I don't care for marshmallow though a whole lot. It's just I don't know.
See, at home,
not a big fan with marshmallow.
When I was growing up, we had a package of them at the house like around Easter, like probably everyone does. By the time the pack was so stale, all the pieces, we had maybe eaten one row of them collectively between 4 of us growing
That's
up.
fun when they become crunchy.
Yeah.
Bendy.
We'd eat like a row and a half maybe. Like a quarter of the package before we threw the rest away because they didn't get eaten.
Yeah. I know of someone that they like them still. They open them up and let them sit out until they just get like crunchy and stale. Like,
no.
My dad would eat the. Sorry, did you have something?
No, I was just saying, why would you do that?
My dad ate the marshmallow eggs that came in like a real egg carton, and they were chocolate dipped. They were flat on one side.
Oh, those I like.
Yeah, my dad loved those things
because I like marshmallow as a whole.
I'm not a big marshmallow fan, just not.
Did you ever like fluffernutter sandwiches?
Nope.
No.
My brother did.
Love them.
No.
Haven't had one for a long time.
Just peanut butter and jelly. Just old school, man. I'm old school. I like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, last time I had one, Lori jumped on me about how bad it is for me. She goes, "It's straight sugar you're eating.
How are you eating it every day? Maybe you are."
I could, but no, I didn't.
I think if you have it once in a while, you're all right.
That's what I say.
But I'm not. I mean, that's up between you.
Tell Lori that.
No, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling Lori anything. That's between you and her.
And the peanut butter and marshmallow.
Don't drag me into this. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to totally derail us there, Mike.
I'll say maybe, Doug, I've got some gateway Peep products for you.
Gateway
well,
Peep.
we'll see.
Maybe to get you into the Peeps a little bit more.
So the gateway
So the
products
game
you-
is, will Doug eat this?
Well, some of these are not. Most of these are not edible products.
Oh,
But Doug
well,
would
I tell
still
you
think
what,
they
I
taste
will
better.
honestly. If you want to play that game, I will honestly answer. I'll let you guys decide, and I will give it either a thumbs up or thumbs down, and let's see how well I do,
All right.
or how well you do.
What would Doug do?
What would Doug do?
WWDD.
Well, we are going to start with, and if you guys want to look along, I sent some screenshots of these products.
Oh,
the first
boy.
one. Now, I saw some of these in person, and that prompted me to do some further exploring for what other Peep products are out there on the market right now. So about some of these are in person that I found. Some of them are from the web.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these products out there.
Yeah.
It's-
This
lot of
first one
Peeps.
is Peeps Slime, because we need that. We need some Peeps Slime.
I like how it gives you the dimension of the package. Why do I need to know that?
well, you might have been wanting an 11 by 8 or something instead of a 10 by 7.
I guess
Well, so they have different color slime and everything
12
like
packs
that.
of them.
Yeah, this is the exclusive sour watermelon scent. Marshmallow scented.
They're scented.
Yes, so slime tubs.
And it's
But
a
they're
bonus 20% more in this
Yes.
So
They're-
would I use this or not?
one. No. I don't think you play with slime.
What
but
do you think, Mike?
I would say maybe if you get so stressed out by seeing Peeps everywhere in the store, you would take the slime and maybe. It's
So
like
you're
a
saying it's like a
ball.
stress toy for
Yeah,
him.
that's my only shot. I think.
I would say I probably would try this. I would do the
Wow.
Peep slime.
You would play with it?
Yeah, sure. It's scented. I'm not eating it.
Maybe they put in sugar in the slime, so it's got that.
I don't know if I want sugar in it. If
Well,
there's sugar in it, I might be out.
If you touch a Peep,
It's
the
gritty.
sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all over.
Oh,
So
I've
maybe
touched Peeps. I squeezed them, tried to choke the little life out of them.
pop the heads off. So maybe that's what they put in the slime. Maybe the slime is all sugary too.
Sugary slime.
So the next product, if you weren't into the slime, maybe we can get you a coloring book, an activity book for Peeps.
Yeah.
This is how can you go wrong with an activity book, right? Color.
Again,
Stay in
more
the
dimensions.
lines.
I love the dimensions
Yeah,
of the
they
book.
really are big on
6
the
by
dimensions,
8.
aren't they?
Scratch off fun and games. So yeah, Peep activity book.
I could see Doug doing this. Sitting watching TV, doing an activity book.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the kind, like the pin is like the invisible stuff that you scribble on
Right.
and whatever, and it reveals something.
I would do it.
You think I'd do it, Mike?
Yeah, why not? If you're in for the slime.
You're right. I would do that. Looks fun. I loved those books as a kid. I would do that one.
And those Peeps are kind of cute.
This next one I think
Oh,
is going
not
to be
when I
our-
got done with them.
Oh, Doug's scratch off activity book is very dark. This next one I think is going to be our first no-go. This is a Peeps press on nails.
And there's no dimensions. So
No, no
now
dimensions.
I'm thrown off.
But yeah, you can get press on nails with Peeps on them.
have your nails like little rabbits. and eggs.
Rabbits and the chicks and all that stuff.
Now, I think my granddaughter would like this.
Well, she might.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are scented or not. Everything else is scented, so I'm not sure if these are. But
Huh.
I'm going to say Doug is a no-go on the press on nails.
I got to agree on this one.
I will say no. I'm a no. Maybe if they were scented.
Well, maybe. Well,
He
okay.
might put them on his toes, and so his
Ugh.
socks would cover them up.
Ugh.
Put them on my toes.
So, okay,
Toenails.
you're not going for the press on nails, but maybe
No.
you'll go for the tumbler cup, the Peeps tumbler cup. You want to go for that cup there? You got the little rabbit head on top, nice and colorful.
Well,
You
I'm-
need to stay hydrated, so
I'm saying thumbs down on that one.
Are you?
Yep.
no to the cup.
I was going to give it a. It's not something you would take with
those
you.
cups. I don't like those cups. My wife likes those. I'm not a fan. I don't like the cup.
I would
So we're
say
talking about the plastic cup with the
Yeah.
snap-on
Now, if
plastic
it was a Polar
lid.
Pop with the peep on it, fine. I would take the Polar
we need
Pop.
a Circle K Peeps collab.
We do.
Peep pop.
Oh, see, there we go. The marketing writes itself, basically. Well, how about these are squishy chick sticker set?
They're slow rise,
They
too.
squish and stick to anything. Stick them anywhere.
Well, I think a sticker is like a flat, but these are like
No, these are not
3D.
stickers. Yes, these are like actual.
I would not call that a sticker set.
Well, they stick to anything,
But
though.
it says it's a
Okay.
sticker.
You can squish them and stick them to anything.
You can hug them and squeeze them, and you can name them George.
All right. So do you think am I going for this one or not?
I don't feel it.
I don't feel it either.
That's a hard no. I don't want to squish and stick it to anything. I don't want to stick it to anything, let alone anything.
well,
And I don't like the fact you're squishing it and it pops back. Nah, I'm just not. No. Nope. I'm out on those.
Yeah.
I'm out.
well, how about the beauty sponges? Do you want to give the beauty sponges a try? Makeup sponges there
Yeah.
in the shape of peeps and eggs, and you got the little bunny and the chick.
I don't feel like it's a Doug thing. Now, would Misha use these?
I'll say yeah. I'd say she might give these a try.
I'm giving them a thumbs up.
Oh, you are? What are you going to do with them?
Oh, I'm not using it for makeup.
What are you using it for? I can't figure out another
It's really
use.
soft on my skin. No, that's a thumbs down. I'm not doing that one.
Well, I will
I
say
got
this.
two pictures. Are they the same
Yeah,
thing?
it's the same.
Okay.
I sent them twice.
Okay, that's a no on the second one, too.
You just,
Well, I
no, it's a
tried to-
yes on that one.
I tried to convince.
was much
you know,
better.
You put the second one in there, maybe he changes his mind.
Yeah.
But that was the last one. That was at Costco. I mean, that whole thing was like
There's
almost
a ton of them.
gone.
There's a bunch of them.
Doug bought them all.
I did.
How about the Grow a Peep? You know, you can put it in water, put it in the tubs, like those little pill things that you can
The
get.
dinosaurs
and what? Yeah, you can grow a peep.
Shark.
You don't know if it's a bunny or a chick. It's 50-50.
It is 50-50.
That is a lot of excitement. And I tell you what, Doug, I can see he's going for that one. He
Will
has to
Doug
go.
grow a peep?
He has to. He has to go for
Put
the
it in
grow
the
a
shower with him.
peep. Yeah.
Ooh.
Before long, it's pushing Doug out of the shower, and it's showering by itself.
My wife's like, what are you doing in there? I'm just in here with a chick. So Mike says yes.
I'm going yes. I'm going yes on the grow a peep.
I'm going to say no.
It's a no. It's off-putting, the grow a peep. I just don't, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Well, how? Okay, if I couldn't get you with that, how about the scented bath bombs?
Boom.
You can have surprise charms inside these scented bath bombs.
So you're sitting in the tub, and some charm comes floating by.
All right, what do you...
Scented bath bomb. I don't think you're going to be bathing with these, so no.
It literally says surprise charm inside.
I'm sure
I
it's a
don't know what it
surprise.
means. I don't know what the charm is, but it is a surprise.
That's a no. I'm not taking a bath.
That's a pass.
And the surprise charm, I don't want that either.
Okay, well, everybody, you have to wash your hands. You want the Peeps hand wash, the soap. I'm going yes.
It's scented. Is it scented
Oh, it's scented. It's
to the
absolutely
peep flavors?
scented. Yeah.
Would it be something I think he would go buy and use all the time? Probably not, but if somebody gave him this, he'd use it.
I would use it. If it's scented for the right scent, sure. I would use that as anything over eating a peep.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Oh, and here's the next one.
So eventually it had to come around. You
Yes,
have
it
to get
did.
into some food. How about the Peeps cereal? Peeps Chicken Bunny cereal. Limited edition.
Delicious.
Boy, they kind of look like tricks or something.
Yeah. Fruit Loops.
I think it's
Fruit
marshmallow.
Loops or Fruit Loops? Are they
marshmallow flavored. Well, marshmallow flavored cereal with
Yeah.
marshmallows.
Well, the chicks and the
Oh,
bunnies.
it's double marshmallow.
Oh.
It's marshmallow flavored cereal with marshmallows.
Yeah.
I
the
got to go
chicken-
with a no. Then.
Chicken bunny or marshmallows in this. But
'Cause I know he doesn't
it's-
like marshmallows.
I'm going no. That's a hard no.
Yeah, that's a no. I have zero interest in that.
Well, and that one sent twice. Okay, here's the last one that I had seen. The very last one, basically what it is like an egg decorator. So Courtney actually found this one. She sent it to me. You place an egg in the center of it, and it rotates. It spins the egg really quick, so you can like write and draw on the egg. So it's kind of like an egg.
It's like a
decorator.
lathe.
Kind of,
Yeah,
yeah,
it does look like a lathe.
Spins them around. You can just draw.
yeah.
If it was laying out, I could see him doing it.
Well, it goes with the
It's
craft-
artistic.
It goes with the activity book, kind of.
Yeah.
So I'll say yes on this one.
Yeah, I'm going yes too.
That's a no. I'm old school. I like the dye. I don't want this fancy using markers and stuff. Give me the dye. You drop in there. You throw a little vinegar in it. You drop your hard-boiled egg in, dye it, and bring it back out. I don't like that. I don't like this newfangled crap.
It is a very different experience. I will say that.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not sure I would use it either. I'm kind of the old school dye person too, but I don't know.
Gun to head,
if it
sure,
was sitting
I would,
out on
but-
the table,
Would I try it once? But I still like that. I would go.
There's something
let's
about
do some dye.
My childhood memory is the kitchen always smells like vinegar.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes.
The 10 Commandments are on TV.
And sewer,
And we're yes, yeah,
sulfur,
that.
and vinegar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, did you ever do the like wax pencils on your eggs to
Yeah.
after you dip them, then you got the design
It
on them?
always came out a lot lamer than I expected. But yes, we tried those.
I don't think we ever did.
Oh, you'd like draw on it before you dip it, and then
And
when
you
you
couldn't-
dip it, it would come out
Yeah.
like white in those areas.
Huh. No, I don't think we ever
Yeah,
did
it
that.
was never super
And never
exciting.
white. Yeah, lived up to my expectations.
Yeah.
But those are some peat products that I found.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike.
And that's only a small sample.
You know what? There was a surprising amount of those that I actually, and I was trying to be honest, like, would I do that or would I, like you said, I probably wouldn't buy it, but if it was there, if the slime was here, I'd pop it open and play around with it. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Surprise charm inside.
Well, the bath bomb I probably wouldn't do. The surprise charm, all of that, none of that. I have zero interest in that.
This is crazy to me how much, again, like, we started with a sugary marshmallow candy, and we've evolved into
Everything.
all these things.
There'll be a
Yeah.
Peep movie pretty soon.
Oh,
We're running at Transformers and
Yeah.
sure Hot Wheels, Fast and Furious. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. Lego movie.
it'd be a horror movie.
Yeah.
It would be a horror movie.
The Peep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the day this drops is April 1st, April Fool's Day. So first thing, do you like April Fool's Day? Do you not like April Fool's Day? Now, not saying as a kid, because as a kid, I think most kids like April Fool's Day. Like, we would do all the same pranks, that, hey, Mom, school's out today. We didn't have school or whatever. It never worked, but we
Yeah.
tried.
I'm not a big fan, to be honest.
Even as a kid?
Oh, as a kid, you asked today.
Yeah.
I
just was asking too
Yeah,
as a kid.
as a kid, yeah, it was fine. I mean, try to pull off a good prank. Nothing wrong with that. It seemed like though it always escalated. Like, so you pulled a prank, somebody got to do a bigger one then, and then somebody, But yeah, I'm okay with it.
As a kid, but as an adult.
It just doesn't do much for me. I mean,
Mike?
I'm the same. I'm about the same. Yeah.
Me too. I feel like life just pranks me every day. It's like I don't want another day of pranks. How about
Yeah.
a good day? How about that one?
that would be the prank.
Yes. Oh, everything's working.
You just got a pile of money.
That's right. I saw a YouGov poll where they polled people if they like or dislike the day. 47% of adults did not like it. 45%. It was pretty close. 45% did, and then what was it?
Somewhere undecided. I don't know if I like it or not.
Neutral.
I never understood. Yeah, the 8% or whatever was like, I don't have a feeling one way or another. But like, how do you not?
Have
You
at
gotta pick
least
one.
some, yeah.
So I did a little looking and trying to find some stuff about April Fool's Day. There's not a lot, and as a matter of fact, this one is the reason I picked it. It said 16 interesting facts about April Fool's Day and how it started. When did it start? As much as we love to celebrate April Fools, we don't know when and how it got started. It
started on
I'm already
May-
getting pranked by this stupid article.
It started on May
That's a good
1st
start.
in 1843.
Here's some facts about April Fool's Day. We don't know anything about it. Oh, okay.
Solid.
Yeah. So they said some people have said it goes back to the Roman days where they would do this. It was a celebration called Hilaria, and I guess maybe that's where hilarious comes from.
Isn't that Alec Baldwin's wife's name?
It is her name. But more people seem to believe it started in France, and it had to do with some of the villagers in rural France didn't change calendars like when they kind of changed the calendars when they kind of adjusted the dates, and the Catholics changed like Gregorian calendar to another. So they were celebrating. They didn't know when April or New Year's was, so they were celebrating it like in April. And so look at these fools on April 1st celebrating New Year's. That is kind of one of the more common ones that I have seen, or more people said they seem to think that's kind of where it started. And I was looking at in France, they call it. They don't have the name on this one, but something like posen. It's basically fish. I don't know why fish, but it says the most famous prank by the French, the originators. This one says the originators of Fool's Day. You're supposed to stick a paper fish to someone without them knowing it, and then shout "April fish." Like, I don't know why April fish.
Got him.
Yeah, I got him with the April fish.
April fish and slap them with a fish.
Yeah.
Blah.
Yeah, so sounds so childish and exciting and fun, right? These French people know how to make people look stupid, I guess.
Doesn't sound that fun to me.
It says here the record of the first Fool's Day was around 1392, which means the celebration might have started then. The BBC is infamous or famous for pulling funny April Fool's Day news stories. So they have a couple of them here. In 1976, the BBC announced that on that day, the gravity of the Earth would be reduced by a certain level, and whoever jumped in the air would float in the air. People who hadn't noticed the date even went out and tried to jump to see if it was true. And again, in 2008, the BBC telecasted a news saying that penguins in Antarctica had evolved and had started to fly. And they had some pictures. It stated those penguins had flown to South America's tropical rainforest. So some people. In some countries, the pranks said should only be played until noon. So there should be an end. I think it's Fool's Day.
Yeah.
You should get the whole day. But
I was gonna say, what noon? What significance is that?
now,
You need lunch, Greg. Okay, you can't
You
be
cannot
pranking
fool
people
over
over
lunch.
so we have that. But in Scotland, the people in Scotland celebrate 2 days as Fool's Day. The second is called Taily Day, Taily. I'm probably mispronouncing that. In which people play pranks only using one's back part. I don't know what that means.
Excuse me, what?
Ooh, get that peep away from
that
me.
That is a stick paper saying "kick me," and so no one on their back can. So that's
back
the whole
part.
second day is just "kick me" signs on people. That's kind of a lame holiday.
They worded that so weirdly.
Yes, they did.
I can't get over how that article worded that.
Yeah.
The back part.
The back part. The lower extremity.
Yep. And then there is a little bit of tragedy. It says in 1945, a weather broadcast department announced a tsunami on Pacific Island on April 1st. And since many thought it was a prank, they didn't mind the announcement, and many people died. So,
Ooh.
yeah, that's
Yeah, you got to be careful what you
have to be
what you
careful
pick.
of that. But I don't know. There's a bunch of other stuff in here, but none of it too exciting. But anyway, little bit of April Fool's nonsense.
I thought of an April Fool's prank from years and years ago that I was a part of helping with. So I was a manager at a Walgreens drugstore, and there was this young guy that worked there. He was an assistant manager. I always liked him. Got to be good friends with him, and he was going to be moving out of town, and so he was going to have to quit. So he called one of the local radio stations and told them to give me a call at the store on the air and tell me that he was quitting. So the radio DJs, it was WWCT, the radio DJs, they called me at the store and they said, "Hey, do you know Dan?" And I won't say his last name. And I said, different Dan, not my invisible friend.
Not your invisible friend. And
All my friends are named Dan.
it makes it easier that way.
It does.
To be honest, before you clarified that, I did think that was the same
different
day.
Dan. And they said, "Hey, we've had this kid Dan call in, and he wants us to quit on the air, and they want us to call you. So we're going to hang up and we're going to call you back, but we want you to say that you already fired him." And so they had Dan listening on the other line, and then they called me back and they said, "Yeah, is this Greg Daniel on the we got on the phone at Walgreens?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." And he's like, "Well, one of your employees wanted us to give you a call and say he's quitting. He's moving. He's given his 2-week notice." And I said, "That's weird." And they go, "What? Why?" And I said, "Well, I just fired him last week." And Dan's on the other end. I hear him. What? And I said, yeah, I let him go. And they're like, well, what happened? Why'd you let him go? I said, well, we were doing some inventory and I walked in the stock room and he had pulled out a pair of ladies' pantyhose and put them on his head and was running around the back stock room. I didn't know what he was doing, so I had to let him go because he was opening packages and things like that. And Dan was just freaking out on the other end of the line.
That's good.
So yeah, I mean, it ended up, I don't remember, we told him or whatever, but it was a pretty good prank, I thought. And it was April Fool's.
He started it, right?
He started it.
So, yeah.
But on his end, it wasn't a prank. He was just going to have him tell me he's leaving. I mean, because I don't know why he wanted to do it on the radio, but, so, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Just
Yeah, that's a good one.
It freaked him out.
Yeah. I like that one. That's good.
Meanwhile, his job where he was going to had fired him. But.
Yeah. Hey, that he started.
Guys were putting
my district manager
hose on his head.
My district manager heard it and got rid of me. No.
It's a vicious circle.
Yeah. But it was fun.
And that's the April Fool's story of how everyone lost their job.
April Fools.
Dan did not get his job and I'm gone.
Oh man, that's a good one.
All right. You want to keep on?
Yeah, let's. Or we could sit here in silence for a while.
Yeah, well, that would be a good April Fool's joke. All right. Well, I found an article. We've talked ad nauseum about Walmart and their checkouts and all
that
these.
was a big word. I love that one.
Ad nauseum.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That one cost a podcast like $1.50 to use.
That might have been a word of the day somewhere that I like it. So anyways, I saw this article about new Walmart self-checkout lane policy and who will it benefit?
I'm sure not me. I'm sure it's not going to help me, but go ahead.
So it says shoppers at certain Walmart locations in recent months have found the self-checkout lanes cordoned off and a notice informing that only those using Walmart Scan and Go or Spark delivery drivers could use them. So now you've got you can't make use of all the self-checkout lanes because they're making them for the lazy people who won't come in the store. But what I don't get about it is it says Go Spark delivery drivers could use them. And I know that's a contractor that delivers groceries for them, but they got to go check out.
Well, shouldn't the person buying the groceries pay for their order online before?
Well, yeah, you would think. And if they need to do it for inventory purposes, wouldn't they have scanners that they carry around with them and scan the products when they put them in the cart? Those annoying cart people that run around Walmart and block aisles and stuff. Yeah. So it says, blah, blah, blah. Spark driver, on the other hand, third-party delivery. Okay, limiting who can use the self-checkout lanes is intended to better manage checkout availability.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I think.
Stores may choose to limit customers to only the staffed cash registers, as well as depending on the time of day and foot traffic in the store. Some stores and some locations may start the day off and have an associate staff cash registers open only. And as the day goes on and the associate staffing picks up, customer traffic picks up, they'll open self-checkout cash registers. But again, it doesn't sound like they're going to open them all. That there's going to be these exclusive ones that we can't use as the person going in and physically walking in and doing our shopping. We can't use all the checkouts. We got it. They're already interacting in the shopping lanes.
Greg, what do you expect? Come on, Greg. These are completely unreasonable expectations.
I know. I don't even know why I'm reading this because I should have just accepted it.
You should be thanking Walmart, Greg.
For the ability to stand there.
Yes. To do more work for them.
Half the time I don't know anymore. I walk up to the front and it's like sometimes there's cashiers standing out beyond the registers. And I don't know if they've got a lane open that they're manning or whether they're going to assist me over in the checkout, the self-checkout area.
Well, they'll wait till all of your groceries are loaded onto the conveyor belt, and then they'll let you know they're closed, and then they'll direct you to the self-checkout.
Yeah, let's see here.
So is the scan and go, I kind of looked, but I can't find a great answer. Is it a paid program that you have to opt in and you pay a monthly like subscription fee.
Well, I think it says so. It's an option available to Walmart Plus subscribers.
Yeah.
Which allows them to scan their purchases. I don't understand how they do this. Allows them to scan their purchases while shopping before proceeding to the checkout.
It looked like because you get it on the app,
Yeah,
and they have a scanner on the app.
gotta
You
be
just
through the app.
scan it as you put it in
And
there.
then is it stored?
I don't. Yeah.
Well, your order is always stored, Greg.
Especially at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yes.
I don't know.
It
Yeah,
says
maybe
here the
that's
Walmart
what
Plus
it is.
membership is $12.95 a month. So now I got to pay monthly so that I can check out myself
Well,
at the Walmart.
If you
store?
want more convenience, Doug, yes.
Sounds great.
Sign me up. Give me the double VIP
I
program.
go more and more to the little mom and pop store in our town than I do Walmart
And-
or Kroger's half the time because they all do the same. They got rid of all of these checkouts and put the self-check, which at the time like, fine, okay, I'll check out myself. And then half the time they're either closed or now they're reserved. Oh, this, you want to pay extra for this? No. Isn't it enough that I'm already paying you this price for the groceries? I'm paying $157 for 4 bags of groceries with no meat or milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, I go to that same store, Doug, simply because I don't want the hassle of the other stuff. And at that specific location, they will check you out at the register. They'll give you paper or plastic. You get to pick that. And for some of the older customers, I've seen employees still help take groceries out to the car.
Yeah.
You don't get that anywhere at any of those other stores.
Oh, at Walmart, the checkout person takes all of our groceries to the car and then home and puts it all away in our pantry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's me, in case you haven't noticed that. That's who the checkout
You're
person
the
is.
employee. Yes.
I knew you got that.
Yeah. I will go to that store, 1, because no one's in my way, 2, it's quiet, and 3, it is good service.
Yeah.
They won't force you to jump through a million hoops just to get your groceries. No, you pay a little bit more, but you know what? I will pay a little bit more for the extra convenience and service.
Yeah. See,
Anytime.
I agree.
This article here that I had about the Walmart Plus Shop and Go, it says, now if you have produce, you have to weigh it. And if you have alcohol, you actually have to go and someone has to check your ID.
We know the process of buying alcohol from Walmart.
Mike had a little bit of a flashback first. Like, ah! But it says if you don't have that, once you're done shopping, you can just walk out the store.
What?
That's what it says. You must stop
Sheesh.
at the self-checkout and scan a QR code on one of the station screens. And then it has everything in your app, which is tied to your bank account or your credit card.
Yep.
And it just bloop. And then it takes it out of your bank.
You know
I don't
what?
like that.
No,
I don't like it.
Me neither. Because now here's what's going to happen. I don't think this is going to be super popular, at least for a while, if at all, ever. But now you're going to be fighting, 1, the giant cart store employees who are preloading all the groceries for everyone who's too lazy to go in. And then 2nd, you're going to be fighting the people standing there on their phones, clogging the aisle. Just, this barcode won't scan. Yeah. The barcode won't scan.
Yeah.
It's going to be another
There's going to be all
thing that
kinds
you're
of
gonna fight.
problems.
Yes.
Because we're not competent enough to do this. You know me and apps.
Well, this is true.
Greg's order will be ready.
But I don't trust
somewhere.
Walmart either. Walmart has been making things more difficult, in my opinion.
That's a good point.
And I used to be a big Walmart fan and proponent. I used to like people would poo-poo Walmart. Like, oh, it's like, look, they're providing goods and services at a lower price. You can go or not go. But the thing is, the service has gone away. They're still providing goods, usually cheaper.
Just no service.
There's no service. It's all me. Pretty soon, like I think we've made that. I'll be going there and unloading the truck and facing the shelves and putting the stock out, putting pantyhose on my head, run around in the back.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But you won't get any of the. You won't get to go to the employee pizza party at the end of the year. No, you won't get to do that.
That's reserved.
You'll get to do everything else. Yeah.
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 Now, Scan and Go might bring you a pizza if you want one.
Yeah. You'll have to go check the back for inventory. It's crazy. I mean, it's eventually coming to that point.
Well, you were mentioning before we started the podcast about Neuralink.
Yeah.
Once everybody's got those planted in their heads, You'll just be able to walk in the store and your order will just be ready. It's just your brain's gonna order for you
Through the app, of course.
through the app.
Yeah.
See there again, I'm gonna have a problem because my brain won't link to the right app.
Greg's
and then-
Neuralink is just like,
Why is mine at the East Peoria Walmart?
I thought about the Morton Walmart. I swear. All right. Real quick, this article that I had up with the Scan and Go, it does a little review, and I'll just give you kind of the bullet points here. So it says total time spent, Scan and Go, 19 minutes. Regular shopping, 15 minutes.
Well, that's not a time savings.
Well, now it's giving you some pros.
Good.
So the pros for the Scan and Go says lets you shop and check out independently and contact free. Okay. Barcode scanner
I pretty
is
much
quick.
do that anyways.
yeah.
Barcode scanner is quick and accurate. Step-by-step process from adding an item to final checkout is organized and well designed. Digital receipt only. Is that a pro? I would not put that as a pro. I think you're stretching on that one.
Yeah.
The pros for regular shopping. Adding items to your cart is less clunky. So that, what I picture is if I put something in the cart, now I have to buy it because I can't figure out how to get it off of my app.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you decide you don't need that thing 2 minutes later.
Well, I thought you meant physically adding the item to your cart.
No. Likely to be faster if your store isn't busy and no limits to product types. So they're going to limit how many of these? Like, oh my, I think you've bought enough Oreos. Like,
Yeah,
but I want more. Like, but I'm, like, quit buzzing me.
Yeah.
Doug, put the Reese's back. We
Well, then-
all see all the Reese's in the
Yeah,
cart.
Your phone, your app.
We've been
is-
keeping track. Here's the number.
The Walmart app is going to start. The siren's going to go off,
Yeah.
and it'll be like the red flag at the self checkouts when you're in trouble and you have to wait 5 minutes for the associate. Somebody's going to have to come flag you down in the aisle.
You'll scan cough syrup and some clerk's going to have to come find you.
Yeah, ID, please.
So, all right, here's the cons. I have a few cons. This is for the Scan and Go. The cons are you must buy weighed produce and alcohol separately. So if you get those, you can't just walk out.
Or if you've got your wife with you, you won't be able to buy alcohol.
Oh no!
Con, the app may glitch.
What?
Oh,
Now I got to
Okay.
rescan everything in the cart. Or go down to East Peoria, but I'm here, sorry.
You know apps never glitch.
And the third con they have for the Shop and Go, stopping to scan each item can feel clunky if you're a new user. Now here are the cons for in-store shopping, just the regular shopping. You must interact with a store employee at checkout.
That can be a con.
But
Yeah,
you gotta-
I would agree.
You know what, though? I would disagree. Like on self-checkout, I don't interact with an employee on self-checkout. I just go and check
until
out.
it
all of
breaks.
Yeah, I was saying, until something goes wrong, then you're
But
forced
maybe
to.
they're going to get rid of that, and the only way you can do a self-checkout is with the scanning.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And there are other cons. There may be long waits at the checkout. So basically, yeah, it's quicker with regular shopping and checkout. And it sounds like the only time that it wouldn't be is if there's a long line. But again, I try to plan my shopping time for when it's low.
I go early in the morning.
Low
It's
crowd.
done with.
Well, and if more and more people started using the Scan and Go and they're entering their orders in and all they get specialized lanes they get to go through, wouldn't there be more people using those lanes? So you're going to go up there and face some of the same weights that you're facing
You would
now?
think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and another thing too, when you put something in your cart that you've scanned and goed,
Scan and Go.
scan and goed, when you do that, you're just left without a bag, right? Like you're just going to have all the individual items in your cart. At
Yeah,
Scan
you
and
got to
Go?
bag it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how you. So I still got to go bag it all up.
So
For
it saves you
$5.99,
this,
you can buy the reusable Walmart Plus Scan and Go bag.
so it saves you the step of paying for it.
Kind of.
'Cause you do it in the app.
You still have to go to the barcode, then
Right.
scan your. So you still have to go through
Yeah,
the
I
checkout
think it's-
anyway. At the end of
I
the
can
day,
go up to the shelf, grab something, have it in my cart like that. I don't have to scan it. I don't have to do anything. Then I go up to the front and I scan, and I'm out of there.
I'm
Yeah.
making a stand. I'm done. No more.
This is
Technology is not helping me anymore.
this is Doug's influencer moment. He has declared it.
I'm done. De-influencer. I'm a bad influence. That's what I am now. That's the only kind of influencing I do.
Greg has sworn off the social influencer stories. Doug is not
I'm still
swearing
mad
off
at them.
Walmart.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I vote no. I'm out.
I would
on the
not
whole
use this
scan and
product.
go.
Doug would not use the scan and
And
go.
the fact that you got to pay $12.95 a month to use
That's
it.
Yes.
Just a scam.
I mean, like Costco, you pay an annual fee,
Yeah.
but that's typically because you're getting a better price on stuff in bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and everything I've read about it, it pays off if you utilize it.
Almost no. Costco could maybe. Well, you know what? Their system works fine, but there's just so many people at Costco. It's just.
I wasn't really happy when they put in the self checks.
It's in a bad location.
Yeah,
I'll give you
I wasn't
that.
real thrilled with it because there's already an 8-mile line down
Yes.
that first lane, and you walk up and some guy, come use the self checkouts. I got a card full. I'm not going to the self checkout. I'm going over there.
Yeah.
I use the self checkout quite a bit.
I do.
I do.
I do when we don't have a lot.
Yeah, if I have a
will
lot
go
of
through
stuff,
there.
I don't. But if I have, I don't know.
I can't say I've
half a
never
dozen
used them,
things,
but I
go-
don't.
I
As
can
a-
scan it pretty quick. In and out.
I can't because I always forget to scan my Costco card first.
Oh, yeah. You got to do stuff.
Well, now there's security checks. Not to go off too much of a tangent, but they check your Costco card before you're waiting. It's like you checked me when I walked in the building.
Well,
Why are
they're
you
making
checking
sure
me?
you are the person, and like I didn't give you my card to go use it.
And it's like, what are you going to do? Stop me? I've got all these things in my cart now.
They don't really check that when you check out though at the regular
Oh,
checkout.
not the regular one, no.
They don't.
Well,
do
you
that.
give them the card though, and they kind of look at it and make sure you're.
I mean, I hold my card up. She scans it, and I walk by,
From that
Yeah,
or he scans it. I don't want to be sexist.
3/4 inch by 3/4 inch square grainy black and white picture that who knows what it is. Oh, that's you. Really? I look like that picture?
I think
I
that's
look like that grainy little pixelated.
We've been.
What happened?
Yeah,
I think I'm an
Costco-
avatar.
It's like, we've been Costco members for I think 5 years now, and that's the same picture from 5 years.
Oh,
ago.
mine is.
mine's the
You
same.
never change.
Well,
your
hold it, mine
Costco
doesn't have a picture anymore because I got the credit card, the Visa, the Costco Visa.
Greg's a high roller.
It doesn't have a
Oh,
picture
he
on
is. Oh, I got a picture. We got
get-
ours
you get
in
discounts.
2014.
Oh,
it. We've had ours a long time too.
yeah.
So, anyways, that was my Walmart.
I also vote no on the Walmart scan and go. By the way,
Yeah.
I think it's a unanimous decision.
I think so.
Yeah.
It is not. It's funny approved. So
It's
Well, I'm
not going to stand.
and I'm not thrilled about them cordoning off self checkout. They're barely half open, anyways.
that's
Which I still don't.
we can spend a
understand.
whole podcast on this because
Yeah.
that's my gripe. You put in all these self checkout and then you close half of them. Like why?
It should never be closed.
yeah. If I'm here, it's open.
Oh, it's on lunch.
Like, oh, we can't have this. There's nobody down there. Put a person down there. Grab somebody off of the Mad Max cart in the back that's blocking the aisle and put him down here to watch over us as we scan our stuff. And beep, beep, beep. All right, there. Take my money, Walmart.
I mean, what are these 3 or 4 clerks standing out in the middle for?
Yeah.
Get one of them down here. Open them things up.
Agreed.
So,
All right.
all right.
Anyway,
There's enough venting about Walmart.
wow, that was a lot of Walmart talk.
I know it went a lot further than I thought it was gonna.
All right. Well, I got a quick story. I saw this. I don't know if you guys read it, but there's a bride and groom. I want to see where you come down on this. They're being called Tacky for a wedding guest fee. So, when I first read this, I'll just read it and I'll get your guys' opinion and I'll tell you what mine is. So, an anonymous bride and groom earned a takedown in the Facebook group. That's it. I'm wedding shaming. After sending
I love that.
After sending invitations to their nuptials with a shocking request for guests, shocking request for their guests. Okay. Sorry. It cuts off right there. So the pair called out for reportedly asking friends and family to send money alongside their RSVP that would contribute to the cost of their wedding buffet dinner reception at rates of up to $40.
Per person, by the way.
I thought it was $20 per person and $40 a couple. That
Oh, I thought-
well,
okay.
you may be right. I
Okay.
could have misread that. The invitations text began by relieving guests from gift shopping obligations. In lieu of traditional gifts, we kindly request you contribute towards the cost of our reception buffet. It noted that the cost per person would be, oh no, you're right, $40 per kid, $20 per child. Mm-hmm. All right. So, and it goes on, and then it shows the actual RSVP, and then people are just like, some people are saying this is horrible, the worst thing they've ever seen. Some are for it. Where do you guys come down on this? Are they the a-hole? Is it good? What do you think?
So they said this is in lieu of gifts, right?
Yes.
Is it really though? That's my question.
I know. I'm saying based on what I'm reading.
I know.
But go ahead and say what your thoughts are.
See, that was the first thing I thought of too, because they say that, but people are going to pay the entry fee and still bring a gift, and then if you don't bring a gift, you're going to get shamed. I know that's going to be how
very
it plays
possible.
out. So I am going to say I'm not a fan of this move because one, I know that gifts are probably ballpark the same price as an entry fee sometimes, but it feels like you're. I don't know. It feels wrong to charge for a wedding when a wedding is your friends and family coming to celebrate with you.
Yeah.
Not paying to have the privilege to come celebrate with you. We had, I think at our wedding, we had guests from states away. I know sometimes you fly across countries. You go out of the country sometimes to go celebrate people's wedding. And then you're like paying $40 per person just to go. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that, and I don't know. It's like I'm not paying for dinner. Which is kind of what it seems like. Hey, come pay for our dinner. It's like I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm weighing out whether I agree. Because it's got a different vibe on it than getting gifts. Even though they already tell you what gifts you should get in the registry. But I can determine how much I want to spend. If I want to spend $20 for the gift or even $40, because this would be $80 for two of you. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to spend $40 for the gift, I can do that. This is locked in. You're spending $80. And if you got multiple kids,
you're getting a discount on the kids.
Oh, well, good.
$20, 12 and under.
There was a Bring 3, Save 3 event going on, so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it.
I understand the concept, I guess. Let me put it that way. I understand the concept. You're kind of trading one for the other. But when other people, I know inevitably, still bring gifts, and you don't bring gifts because you paid the entry fee in lieu of a gift,
and did this
say
if you don't pay the $40, you don't get to eat?
I don't think it's specified.
Didn't read that anywhere.
So if it's not mandatory, you're going to have a bunch of people that, I'm not paying that, and they're going to come eat anyways. Now you've paid probably for them as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It feels like you're shaking people down, whereas like a gift, if you're asking for gifts, like, hey, we appreciate the gifts, but you're not devastated if you don't get a certain gift or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it feels like you're kind of shaking people down at the door, so to speak, just to come to your wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Your thoughts, Doug? Penny for your thoughts?
See, I was 100% against it until it said in lieu of gifts. But I wouldn't feel shamed. But there again, I have no shame, so I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. In case you haven't noticed, I would if I was spending this. If my wife wanted to go and we had to drop $80, I'd be like, even if it didn't say in lieu of gifts, I'd say, guess what? Guess who? What has two thumbs and isn't bringing gifts? This guy. That's right. I'm not paying $80 for a mediocre piece of chicken and the chicken dance at the YMCA and on the dance floor. It's just. But I'm also, in all fairness, I'm not a big. I don't like weddings. I'm just not a wedding guy. Some people love them. They go. They have a great time. Oh, it's a big party. It's kind of. I look at it like it's kind of wasting my day. I only get so many days off a year. You work. You only have so many weekends, and it's like, well, now I've got a Saturday and it'll eat the whole Saturday. I don't care what time the wedding is. I can't do anything now. I am stuck at this wedding. And I'm all for love and people getting married, and God bless you. More power to you. Go out there, find that special someone and get married. Have kids, all that stuff.
Just
but don't invite me.
Doug.
I'll be happy for you. I'll be like,
he'll send the card.
This is great.
Congratulations.
I might send you more money if I don't have to come. Like, I don't have to come. Here's $100.
Doug's like, hey, put me on the D list for the invites and
please.
all good.
And they don't tell you what you're getting on the buffet. They might scale back because everybody's, But then I got to think, if they have 200 guests and we determine it's $40 a piece, right? That's $8,000 for the food.
Jeez.
I feel like they're bilking you a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, there was a companion story of another wedding that kind of did the same thing. And this one said that they sent out their wedding invitation with an RSVP, and it wanted you to send back $65.
Woo.
And it didn't even tell you what it was for. Now, it said if you went to like the venue and clicked on their name, and there was a little disclaimer that said, it said after Googling it, it said that the $65 is to help for food, music, decorations, and venues. Like, I'm paying for your wedding.
You're
now?
paying for the wedding.
You pay for your wedding.
Look, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here.
Now, as the father of 2 daughters, some help paying for the weddings would have been nice, but
you didn't.
No offense, Mike.
You didn't solicit money.
No, I
at
didn't.
the end of the day.
I didn't.
You know what? As far as that goes, let's not even have the wedding. You know what? Just go to the preacher, have a tiny little ceremony, and we have a picnic or something, a barbecue or whatever. But no, we've got to have Cinderella's ball that costs $55,000.
And then at the end of the night, they'll ask for a GoFundMe for their honeymoon.
They probably, you know that. It's on the car.
The Venmo QR code is.
It's on the car.
Go scan it off the car.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, again, I'm a little jaded simply because I am not a wedding person. So nothing against it. I love it. Love seeing people get married, be happy. Great.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing, man.
Yeah, I don't like that it's a set amount and you have no choice in the matter. I don't like that.
I would rather I just donate if I knew somebody. Yeah, because I look at this like I don't ask people for help or stuff. I probably should more often. I just no, I'll just figure it out. I'll just do it. It'll work out something. But I don't know. Maybe I should do this more often. Maybe I'll just send me $40.
Well, I think what Mike said's right too. I think people are still going to buy gifts and they're going to donate to the dollar dances. They're going to.
Oh, not me. I'm out. If I pay through the $80, you got everything that I am. Because it's also going to cost me an outfit for my wife and
they get
gas.
very expensive.
And if it's very far away, you're talking a night stay somewhere. It's like no. See this. I'm just getting irritated.
I'm up to $400 on your wedding.
Yes. I get nothing out of this except probably an argument with my wife. That's what I'm paying to drive 4 hours and argue with my wife.
And maybe
this
a
is
moderate
great.
chicken breast from the buffet.
Dry chicken breast. Yeah. Because I ordered the steak, but it's all out. So I get this dried piece of floppy chicken breast.
Oh, Doug, you get the kosher meal.
And mixed vegetables, and it'll be cauliflower and peas. I hate both of those. I'm so mad right now. I'd rather eat Peeps than go to this wedding.
Oh, you get a piece of cake. You get a piece of cake at the end of the night.
Yay. All right. Anyway, that was all I had. I'm out. I'll just keep getting more and more irritated.
All right. Well, you want me to go to the next thing here?
If you want to.
Sure. Or we can sit quietly again.
What would the audience like us to do?
Sit quietly.
Should we sit quietly? Well, I feel like all we've done is gripe. My wife said I told you that, I think last week. We have to change our podcast to it's gripey. So we do a lot of griping.
Well, the other week, I think it was on maybe Facebook, and I was flipping through, and somebody said they had recorded someone on their Ring camera outside their house. And they said, I got it on tape. Oh. And I'm like, it made me start thinking about phrases we still use that are no longer really valid. I mean, because we really don't get things on tape anymore. Unless you got, VCR player.
Going.
And so I started looking up some words and, their origins, and maybe we still use them. And I wanted to see, I got a few here. I wanted to see if you guys still ever use these words. So what do you call the area in your car on the front where your navigation system and your air conditioner controls and
dashboard?
Dashboard.
I say the dash.
Yeah, okay. So we're still using dashboard, but that originated from the carriage or a sleigh the wooden piece
Dash.
that goes across the front. So, I mean, I guess it's still valid because I don't know what else you would call that, I suppose.
Yeah, I call it the dashboard.
But it stems from an old phrase. How about put a sock in it?
I've used that.
Have you used put a sock?
Yeah, I have.
Where do you think that originated?
Put a sock in it. I'm going back to the equine, a horse. Something had to do with a horse. You're stuffing a sock full of hay or something over the horse's mouth so he'll eat and be quiet.
Oh, I have no clue.
I don't know.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, so it meant putting an actual sock into the trumpet of a gramophone.
Okay.
So you got a stereo or a radio back or album phonograph, and you would put a sock in there to quieten it down.
Yeah, okay.
It said there are suggestions that it was the horn of a gramophone or simply a person's mouth.
So couldn't you just turn it off, or why did you?
But if you wanted to still hear it, but you needed it quieter, it maybe didn't have volume.
Well, I was going to say, I think
on
the
them.
first ones didn't have volume. They
Yeah.
you just put
You
it
had
on
the
and it was
needle.
just whatever it was.
Yeah, and you had that big horn on top that would
Yeah.
just play it at the.
Okay.
How about turn it down a notch? Do you use that?
I have.
I don't use put a sock in it, but I may
I have used put a sock.
I
in
have
it,
too.
I may turn it down a notch.
Turn it down a
once in
notch.
while.
Where do you think that one came from?
You know, I don't know, the heat furnace or something. Maybe the fire. I don't know.
I'm going old radio days where you have the volumes were notched out like 1 through 10 and you're clicking it
Exactly.
up and down.
That is the correct answer. Okay.
I'm old.
How about hit the hay?
Well, no, that's got to be something with the farm. I
Yeah.
mean,
I agree with Mike.
Okay. It is.
Or it could be because old mattresses were stuffed with hay.
that's
Again, still on the farm, but I would go either one.
I think you're right, actually.
It says hit the hay came around when beds were made of hay.
Yeah.
And you had to hit the hay to get the bugs out before going to sleep.
Oh, that's fun.
So you'd literally hit the hay. In the late 1800s.
I've said hit the hay.
Yeah. Before they go to bed, they'd physically hit hay stuffed sacks to make their makeshift mattress more comfortable and to ensure there were no bugs inside. How about sleep tight?
Sleep tight.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Boy.
I do
sleep
say
tight.
this, actually.
Yeah, I say sleep tight.
this one.
Sleep tight.
I'm going to go maybe something with the Army. Some military background is what my guess is here.
I want to say it's more naval. The seas, the open seas, sailors.
It really doesn't relate it to any military service. It says before the days of modern mattresses, beds were square frames elevated from the ground with ropes tied across in a sort of weave, they wrote. It was similar to a hammock in concept. Anyway, in order to sleep well, the mattress wouldn't sag, so the bed had to be tight.
Got it.
Tight. It even says there are many theories for this phrase, but a common origin story dates back to when mattresses were supported by ropes. In order to have a sturdy bed, the ropes would need to be pulled tight. Okay, this one, Lori and I were having an argument about this one.
Ooh.
Turn the lights on or off.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what?
Turn the lights on or turn the lights off.
Turn the.
Are we saying
Are
turn
you-
the lights on or turning the lights off?
Well, just that phrase, turn the lights on. Do you use that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or turn the lights off. Yeah.
So
what are you wanting us to try to guess?
There's
Don't tell us what you or Lori said, but what was? Can you set up the argument to see if we can answer it and see who we?
Well, Lori's was like, well, yeah, we turn the lights on. And I was arguing up what this point is making. I don't want to say what that is right now unless you want me to.
No. So turn the lights on. I don't know. I always just turn the lights on.
I would have taken it at
flick the
face
switch
value.
and the lights come on.
That's what I would.
So when you think
too.
flip the lights on would be better,
No, I would say turn the lights on.
but you're not really turning anything.
But you could have a dimmer switch that you have to turn
That
the
was the
knob.
only exception I could think of. But it comes from,
Or the old gas lights.
that's where it comes from. You had to turn the gas
Yeah.
on, so you turned it literally to get the gas to come out.
See, flip the lights on sounds like you're mad.
Flipping them off.
Flip the lights off.
Flipping them on. I don't.
Flip those lights off. All right. I don't see that's how going to help us sleep, but sure.
All night, just
Yeah, double. Yeah, double burn to those lights. So sick of these bright lights. I can't get any sleep or any rest.
Now in the 70s or 80s, you might have
tired.
been clap on or clap off.
Oh, yeah.
How about stay tuned?
that's got to be another radio one, right? Or TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
Because you'd
dictated-
have to tune into the station or tune into the radio or television.
But why stay tuned
Well, because you could,
You could flip the channel.
yeah.
or turn the channel?
I would flip them. I would flip those channels. See, because we had a TV that they actually had the numbers was like the old
We did
clocks,
too.
and you go. It would actually make a sound.
Yeah.
Like the numbers would
To find
flip.
your 3 stations.
Yes. Yeah. But for some reason we had like 90 numbers. Because the 3 stations weren't 1, 2, and 3. It was like 12 and then 42. It's like, really? Can we not put them closer together? Sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
But they just say the origin of stay tuned by definition is to keep listening to the radio broadcast even after a commercial break. They would always say, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. So they're
After these
instructing
important
you-
messages.
from our sponsor.
Walmart.
Try Walmart and Scan and Go.
All right. How about in the limelight?
The Limelight.
Yeah.
Got to be an old theater
Yeah.
saying.
That's a good guess.
That would be my guess.
The lights are a slightly different color on stage.
It's kind of, yeah, it's the actor would be the focus and they would have that one bright light on them. Yeah. But something I didn't know is that it was produced by heating a piece of lime.
Oh, I had no
Really?
idea that either.
The chemical compound, not the fruit.
Oh.
So not a slice of lime.
There's me. I'm an idiot up there. I'm slicing up a lime.
Me too. I'm like, oh, make some key lime pie. Key lime pie after this.
Does anybody have
Mike's
any,
up there.
Or some
Give
key
me a
lime.
lime. That's a lemon, you idiot.
Yeah.
I can't have a lemon light.
does anybody got any
What,
Corona?
look, jaundice? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I don't want these limes go to waste.
This one doesn't give a good description. A peanut gallery.
Well, that's the audience, isn't it? I mean, the people eating the peanuts at the show in the gallery.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was used more derogatory, wasn't it? Oh, keep the comments down from the peanut gallery.
Yeah. Do you still say it?
I think I have said.
I think I
the
have
peanut
too.
Gallery.
I don't know in what reference, but
I'm going to say it has to do from the.
Circus is my guess.
I'm going to say like the street performers that would have the monkeys and they would have peanuts. They would throw the peanuts in if they make derogatory comments to them.
yeah, unfortunately, they didn't really relate it much to peanuts. Peanut gallery was in the days of vaudeville, a nickname for the cheapest and ostensibly rowdiest seats in the theater. The occupants were often known to heckle performers. So, yeah, they didn't really say much about peanut. So, all right, there's not, let me look. I got one more little article here that I wanted to just touch on. There was a few more origin stories. You don't really have to guess. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. Close, but no cigar.
That's Carnival.
I don't know.
They could win the cigar if they knocked something down or broke a balloon or plate or something. Then they
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yep. Burning the midnight oil.
night watchman staying up all night have to burn the midnight oil.
It's the old, yeah, it's back before electricity. Candlelight or lamp oil was used to light up a room. When you stayed up late for work, you were literally burning the midnight oil. I'll do a couple more here and then be done. Dressed to the nines.
It means getting dressed up fancy,
Yep.
but why the nines?
I've never heard that one before. Is this like Cloud9 or something?
Going out at 9 p.m. That's my
Nope,
guess.
unfortunately. It is dressed to the nines refers to the 9 yards of fabric it took to make a whole suit,
Okay.
including the vest and jacket. Today, it just means someone dressed really fancy.
Okay.
How about time to face the music? This will be the last one.
Face
I mean,
the
it's.
music.
I would say it comes from showbiz again. It's like it's your time. You're up. Or you got to answer for something, I guess. You know, I don't know.
Music. I don't know. The
This
Death
one-
March. Like they play the drums when you're on your way out to get shot.
This is
sheesh.
This is actually an old military term.
Oh, okay.
Back in the early American colonial era, think early 1600s, disgraced military officers had to face a drum line when they were discharged, while the bad officers were literally facing the music. Today it means face the consequences of your actions. So, I don't know. As I was thinking about things we say now, some of them are pretty outdated.
Yeah, it's interesting though.
It was even talking about like Microsoft or software, computer software. It's got the little floppy disk that you click on to save
know.
it. Most people don't
No,
know
they're like, what's that
anymore
square?
what a floppy disk is.
Is it 5 1/4 or 3 1/2?
Looks like a 3.5 to me.
It does look like a 3 1/2.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's all I got on that.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to call an audible here because we are over an hour.
Are we really?
We're going to push off next week. We're going to talk about New York City's Cry Room.
How about April Fool's Part 2?
Yes, we'll just keep going. And we'll do the Nashville police are changing their agility test. Could we pass it? It's
I don't
close,
know.
but I might be able to.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we're going to talk about Legos getting arrested, or maybe not. I don't know. But we'll do that next week. We'll draw this one to an end because we're a little over an hour.
I'm sorry.
So-
my
that's
stuff
perfect.
went a little long.
Hey, that's what we do. We
Burning the midnight oil.
burn that midnight oil, and now it's time to face the
At the
music.
I
It's
got to
funny
face
studio.
the music. Yeah, for
So
doing
here we
that.
go.
Well, I'm going to
Hey.
go flip the lights off. So
I wanna-
you
yeah.
guys do that. I'll go get the lights.
There we go. I love it.
You can flip them off from here, probably.
You could. All right. Well, that will wrap up the show. Hey, do us a favor. If you like the show, give us a 5-star rating. Hit the share button out there. That's how we get the podcast out and about. We've had some good downloads over the last few weeks. We appreciate that. Appreciate everyone taking the time to listen to us.
What were we up to 2?
7. See, now I'm going to hear from my wife. Why does he say? I don't know. I
can't control him.
He's your brother. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just happy he's listening and he's putting input into the show.
Better than the last
Sometimes
couple
he
weeks.
dozes off and I don't. Mike throws something at him. Oh. So, no. Hey, we do appreciate you listening to the show and relax, laugh a little bit. We just do this all in good fun. We talk about some serious stuff once in a while, but we try to bring a little humor to it.
Levity.
As little humor as possible. Now I'm in trouble. See, how are you doing? But listen, see, I got us all off track.
I'm an old man. I can't
I'm
remember.
an old man. Look at these clouds. So, all right. Thanks for listening to the show. We do appreciate it. We hope you're tuning in 7 days. And until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
More isn't necessarily better. At CrowdStrike, we understand that a holistic cybersecurity approach is the only way to protect your business from active real-time threats. Which is why we created our data-centric platform to have one agent, one console, and one integrated workflow to focus on our one mission. Stop breaches. When a cyber attack hits, who do you want powering your defense? CrowdStrike. We stop breaches.